All right. So as we are sitting in a comfortable meditation posture with the back erect, we can keep our eyes open, but we will see only the floor in front of us. The main point is now in the beginning that you can stay without any movement. So whatever it is, try to stay exactly like a statue. And we can make the first determination in our minds voicelessly. From now on, for 10 minutes, I will meditate on muscles and radiate loving kindness without any movement. From now on, for 10 minutes, I will meditate on muscles and radiate loving kindness without any movement. From now on, for 10 minutes, I will meditate on muscles and radiate loving kindness without any movement. And with that determination, we can gently, lovingly notice the flat piece of flesh at the top of the head. We allow it to be heavy. And we continue to the forehead, eyes, nose, lips, chin, cheeks, ears, back of the head, and we allow all of the muscles and flesh throughout the head to be heavy. We continue to the neck, shoulders, arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, palms, fingers, tips of fingers, chest, abdomen, back, and we allow all of the muscles and flesh throughout the upper part of the body to be heavy. We continue to the buttocks, thighs, knees, calves, heels, soles, toes, tips of toes, and we allow all of the muscles and flesh throughout the body to be heavy. And as we say the word heavy, heavy in our mind again and again, we allow all of the body to be even heavier. And now we can consider the fact that we get food to eat, we get clothes on the body, we get roof above the head, so we are protected from rain and sun and wild animals. Not everybody is so lucky. And also we may enjoy peace. Nobody is scolding us, nobody is harming us at this moment. Again, not everybody is so lucky. So all of these nice things, we can share them with other living beings. Now let's start in our room. We will recite a sentence in our head again and again. And we allow all the beings like bacteria and tiny things, and if there are humans or animals in the room, we allow all of them to enjoy our peace. So we can wish, we can allow, may all beings in this room be in peace. May all beings in this room be in peace. And we can gradually expand our thoughts of loving kindness. May all beings in this building be in peace. May all beings in this city or village be in peace. May all beings in this country be in peace. May all beings on this planet be in peace. May all beings, including me, be in peace. May all beings, including me, be in peace. Now, because the time for this sitting is finished, let's make the last determination in our minds ruthlessly. From now on, I will always be mindful and shine with loving kindness. From now on, I will always be mindful and shine with loving kindness. From now on, I will always be mindful and shine with loving kindness. And with that determination, we can slowly, mindfully change the way of our sitting. Alright, so I see Andre joined us. Andre, whenever you are joining us, please remember to adjust your camera so that we can see your legs, hands, and face. You could see that apart from Felix, everyone was able to do that, so I'm sure you can do it too. Alright, so that's for meditation, and now we can move on to recitation. Today, let's recite with the Burmese pronunciation. So I'm getting it ready. Okay, so I would like to ask everyone to unmute yourself and keep your hands together as the sign or as the symbol that you are serious about going to take the refuges and the 5 precepts. Remember that today we are following the Burmese pronunciation, so try your best and follow my pronunciation as exactly as you can. So first I will say Yamaha Wadami Wadeta, and you will only reply Ama Bhante. You agree to repeat after me. So let's try that together. Yamaha Wadami Wadeta.
Ama Bhante.
Very nice. Okay, so now you will request me to give you the 3 refuges and the 5 precepts. Aham Bhante.
Bhante.
Titaranena.
Taranena.
Taha.
Taha.
Piensatilan.
Sastilan.
Dhamma Yasami.
Yasami.
Anogaha.
Anogaha.
Katawa.
Katawa.
Tilandeta.
Tilantita.
Me Bhante.
Bhante.
Anukampan upadaya.
Anukampan upadaya.
Dutiyampi aham bhante.
Dutiyampi aham bhante.
Titarane nataha.
Titarane nataha.
Piensatilan.
Piensatilam.
Dhamman yasami.
Yasami.
Anogahan katawa.
Anugaham tatwa.
Tilan detha.
Tilan detha.
Me bhante.
Me bhante.
Anukampan upadaya.
Anukampan upadaya.
Tatiyampi aham bhante.
Tiyampi aham bhante.
Titarane nataha.
Titarane nataha.
Piensatilan dhamman yasami.
Piensatilam dhamman yasami.
Anogahan katawa.
Anugaham tatwa.
Tilan detha me bhante.
Tilan detha me bhante.
Anukampan upadaya.
Anukampan upadaya.
Very nice. So now we can pay respect to the Buddha. So when we pay respect to the Buddha by words, we remind ourselves the special qualities of the Buddha. The Buddha had special 9 qualities, but we are reminding ourselves here about 3 of them. So the first one is that he was powerful, Bhagavato. The second one means that he was worthy of offerings. So it was very good idea to provide the Buddha with food, robes, place to stay, and medicine. And the third one is that the Buddha realized the truth of the world. So that's why we say he was rightly and fully awakened to the truth of the world. Samma Sambuddhassa. So now you can repeat after me in the Burmese pronunciation. Make sure your hands are together at the chest. Namo Tata
Namo Tassa.
Bhagavato Arahato
Bhagavato Arahato.
Dhamma Tambodhata
Dhammam Buddhata.
Namo Tata
Namo Tassa.
Bhagavato Arahato
Bhagavato Arahato.
Dhamma Tambodhata
Dhammam Buddhata.
Namo Tata Bhagavato
Namo Tassa Bhagavato.
Arahato Dhamma Tambodhata.
Arahato Dhammam Buddhata.
So now you're going to take the 3 refuges. Bodhantaranang Gishami.
Bodhantaranam Gishami.
Dhammantaranang Gishami.
Dhammam Gishami.
Sanghantaranang Gishami.
Dhammam Gishami.
Dutiyampi Bodhantaranang Gishami.
Dutiyampi Bodhantaranam Gishami.
Dutiyampi Dhammantaranang Gishami.
Dutiyampi Dhammam Gishami.
Dutiyampi tangham taranang gishami.
Dutiyampi sarana kisami.
Yes, I have heard some of you were not right, so it is not sanghang, it is tangham. Also, it is not saranang, it is taranang. That's all for Burmese pronunciation. So let's try that one again. Dutiyampi tangham taranang gishami.
Dutiyampi sarana kisami.
Okay, be careful about the tarana. No S in there, only ta. Tarana. So let's continue. Tateyampi bodhan taranang gisami.
Dutiyampi bodhan kisami.
Tateyampi dhammam taranang gisami.
Dutiyampi dhamman kisami.
Tateyampi tangham taranang gisami.
Dutiyampi kisami.
Okay, so now because going for refuges is complete, I'll acknowledge that, and you can then reply to me, Ama Bhante. So let's try that together. Tarana Gamanam Pariponam. Very well. So now let's continue to the 5 precepts. The first precept means I follow the precept of refraining from killing living beings. Now I'm searching the most. Okay. Panatipata. Veramanitekha padantamadiyami. So the second precept means I follow the precept of refraining from taking what's not given. It means we never steal. Adena dana. Veramanitekha padantamadiyami. The third precept means I follow the precept of refraining from sexual misconduct. That means if you have a husband or a wife, you're always faithful to them and you never fall in love with anyone else. Kametu. Mesasara. Veramanitekha padantamadiyami. The fourth precept means I follow the precept of refraining from false speech. It means we never tell lies. Mutawada. Veramanitekha padantamadiyami. The fifth precept means I follow the precept of refraining from drinking alcohol and taking drugs. Durameraya. Misa. Pamadatana. Veramanitekha padantamadiyami. Okay, so now I will encourage you all to follow the to protect the three refuges and follow the five precepts, and to strive mindfully. So that means that you always so you're always careful about your mind and make sure that you never break those precepts. And then if you agree, you can reply Ama Bhante. So let's try that together. Titarani tadhain piensa tilan tamanta dukantura kitang katawa apamade natampa de tam.
Kammapatha.
So now I will wish you to be happy, to be healthy, and to soon attain Nibbana. And if you like that, you can say Tadhu, Tadhu, Tadhu. May you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you soon attain the eternal bliss of Nibbana.
Tadu, tadu, tadu.
Yes, very well. So this was the Burmese pronunciation for the three refuges and the five precepts. Michelle has something to say?
Can I go to the restroom?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So I think we can move on in our story about the Prince Siddhartha. Yeti, can you tell us what did we speak about when we met the last time about the prince? What was going on there?
I think it was like he saw a like old or like a dead man.
That was a long ago, and then after he saw the dead man, what happened?
I think he like wondered about what happened to the man.
Yes, and then?
Sorry, I don't really remember.
Okay, okay. So what about Max? Max, will you tell us what did we read about the last time we met? It means last week.
So he was like worried about like that he would die and he didn't go to the palace. He went back to the garden.
Yes, and then after he returned to palace, what happened?
He got really worried and that's all I remember.
I see. Anything, did the king Siddhartha do anything about that?
I don't remember that part, sorry.
Okay, okay. Actually, I see that we have seen something that the prince has saw also something else apart from a dead man. That's what we were talking about the last time. Zoe?
Samvega?
Sangvega, well, that's long ago that we've talked about that. Did he see also some other human being apart from a old, ill, and dead man? Did he see any other human being?
He saw a monk.
Mm-hmm. That's great. Who said that? Zoe? Oh, Andre. I see. Andre, if you can wait until I call you, that would be very nice. So, that's right. He saw a monk. Emily, can you tell us how did that monk get into the way of the prince? Where was this monk coming from?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay. So, Teri? Teri is wrestling with her gadget.
Okay, I got it to work. Wait, what was the question again?
I asked you, how did the monk get into the way of the prince Siddhartha? Where is this monk coming from? Where is he coming from?
I think a god was pretending to be the monk. It wasn't actually.
Right. That's right, yes. For those who have missed our class, always remember that you can watch our class in the recording. So we are sending you the recording in the Viber group, and you can then watch our class. Now you need to remember that our class is not the full hour. Our class is just the remaining time after meditating and reciting. So we meditate and recite about 30 minutes, and then we are talking about the Buddha to be, or about Dhamma, or about various things in our scriptures, or some things that may be useful for you. And that is just about 30 minutes or less than that. So when you miss out a class, it should not be a problem, because a big problem, I mean, because you need to watch just about 30 minutes of our discussion to get back on track, see, okay, so they discussed about this and that, and then continue. All right, so please remember to always rewatch any class that you miss, so that then when I ask, what did we speak about, you will all nicely know what was going on. All right, so now let's move on and see what happened after the prince saw that monk. So the Bodhisattva asked the charioteer again, "O charioteer, what is meant by a recluse? Explain the nature of a recluse to me." And the charioteer replied, "Your Majesty, a recluse is a person who, bearing in mind that it is good to practice the 10 courses of wholesome actions, beginning with generosity, has gone forth from worldly life and put on the bark-dyed clothes. He is a man who, bearing in mind that it is good to practice the 10 courses of wholesome actions, which are in accord with righteousness, which are free from blemish, which are clean and pure, has gone forth from the worldly life and put on the bark-dyed clothes. He is one who, bearing in mind that it is good to refrain from ill-treating sentient beings, to work for the promotion of their welfare, has gone forth from the worldly life and put on the bark-dyed clothes." Now, this is quite a thing, so let us unpack this and see if you can understand. So now Channa provides a very lengthy explanation to the Buddha to be, and okay, so we will then learn something more about what the charioteer said later, but now let's unpack what we just went through. So a recluse is a person who, bearing in mind that it is good to practice the 10 courses of wholesome action. That's a big thing, 10 courses of wholesome action. Any idea what that could be? So those are 10 things, 10 good things to do. All of you can do them. All of you can do them. These are 10 good things that you can do. So we will today look at the 10 good things. This should be quite enough. We will work on this next week. And today we will look on the 10 good things. So I would like to ask you everyone to take your notebook, and you will write a lot of notes. This is a basic knowledge and all of you need to have it. So please take your notebook your nice textbook in with papers. Tiri has something to say.
Problem. I can't find my notebook.
Okay, so what can I do for you?
I'm gonna go get it, okay? Can I please go search for it?
Yes, but Tiri, I think previously you put it into your shelf, right? I think we were already discussing your notebook thing.
Wait, I
I
don't
told you
think
to put it somewhere where it will always be, so that you always can take it from there. Do you remember that?
I moved it, but I don't think it was me. Probably.
So it's not there anymore?
Where I put it.
Okay. So Emily, do you have your notebook? Okay, thank you. Zoe, you have your notebook. Nice, thank you. Michelle. Michelle, do you have your notebook? Michelle is working on it. Okay. Well, that's a very tiny notebook. I see Max has a notebook. Denza.
So we still don't.
So isn't that a notebook? So what did you want to say?
I'm gonna rip the page out and then stick it in the notebook.
Which page would you need to rip out? You mean like so you cannot find the original notebook for our notes? I see. I would like to suggest everyone to keep your notebook at one particular place near your device, so that you always just take it from there and you're happy. Okay, I see Adi already has her notebook. What about Andre? Okay, Andre has a note and something. It's a paper. Well, that's not very nice. Andre, do you have your old notebook where you have your old notes?
No.
So do you know where is it?
No.
No. So Andre, what will you do now with that? So you will have your paper, you will write their notes, and then what will you do with that paper?
Keep it in the library.
Keep it in the library. Andre, I suggest that you tell your parents that you need a new notebook for our class. And then, after your parents get you a new notebook for our class, you will take this paper and then you take a sellotape or scotch tape, and then you paste your paper into your new notebook. What do you think about that? Okay. What about your brother? Your brother is not coming?
Let me go get my brother.
You forgot to take your brother. Okay. So please get him. If possible, please get him to bring his notebook, or at least a paper with the determination, with the decision that you'll paste it later into a new notebook. Thank you. Felix, will you join us and write notes as well? You have a paper. Felix, do you think you can ask your mom that you need a notebook a little later today?
She's getting a notebook for me already.
Okay, that's nice. Thank you.
And he's here.
Okay. Yes, very nice. Very good. So, Felix, what will you do with the notebook after we finish the class?
What are you gonna do with it?
What will you do with the notebook after we finish the class?
We're going to put it in the same place.
Which one? Where will you put it?
In my study room.
In your study room. Where exactly will you put it in your study room?
In the shelf.
Nice, in the shelf. Do you think you will remember which shelf you put your book in next
the
week?
middle shelf.
You will put it in the middle shelf. Nice, thank you very much. So now every student here, please be inspired by Felix. And after we finish the class, put your book into a specific place where it will be hopefully safe. and then try to remember that place until the next week, so that you just take your notebook from there. Mo, do you have a notebook? Nice. Okay, thank you. Grixis? Grixis is taking an exercise, and do you also have a notebook? Okay, seems like we have connection problems. So let's move on. So now 10 courses of good action, right? Or how did they translate it here? 10 courses of wholesome actions. Oh, that's a mouthful indeed. So this is a big thing. So first write your date. So in your country it is November 5, 2022. So write that date on a new page in the top left corner. Okay, and now we'll write a heading. Do you know how to write a heading? When you write a heading, it is in the center of the line. So instead of starting a heading at the left, by the left side of the first line, instead you think about how will you make it so that your heading is somewhere in the center. For that, you will need to know the heading first, and then you need to think, where will I start writing my heading? Will I start it right at the left edge, or a little bit 1 inch from the edge, or 2 inches from the edge? Well, if the heading is long, then you need to start closer to the edge so that your heading finishes by the end of the line. If your heading is short, then you need to start a little bit far from the edge so that when you finish your heading, the end of the heading is the same distance from the right edge as is the start of the heading from the left edge. So I'm curious whether everyone understands that. So what you will be writing is the heading, and that is 10 good things to do. So that's relatively short. So keep about an inch from the edge, and there you start to write. And see if you can write so that your last letter, that's the O at the end, can come about 1 inch from the right edge, so that it is nicely in the center of the line. All right. Now we will write a note. Let me see. All right. Okay, so then on the new line, you will start with this little arrow, and then you can write the note. Known as the 10 courses, ways of wholesome, good action. Okay, so now comes the list of the 10 things. So you will need to write all of those 10 things. I will try to make it a little easier for you. So number 1, generosity. So that's giving to someone something that we like or appreciate. Number 2, ethics, morality. What's that? That's following rules, such as the 5 precepts. Okay, the third thing is meditation. Meditation is either concentration on an object or watching the nature of my own body or mind. Okay, number 4 is a little complicated. Number 4 is about paying respect. So you pay respect, you venerate lay people, you pay respect, and you do that by bowing to, you bow down to, or you listen, you try to follow, and you most appreciate and love your parents, your teachers, and monks. So also, oh, this one could be better. I won't be able to. there should be also elder people. So please copy the second version of number 4, and that's with elder people. I've added elder people in the bracket. So when you come to number 4, please remember to write the second version. Okay, I think these 5 will be enough for today, and next time we can go through the remaining 5. Okay, Grixus is still doing some exercise. Grixus, do you have a notebook? Grixus, are you here with us? Can you tell us whether you have a notebook? Okay, I see you have a notebook, but did you already write all of the 5 things? Grixus, you may like to come closer to the camera and tell us. Did you write all of the 5 things? Grixus, are you here with us? Whenever anyone finishes writing the 5 things, please kindly raise your Zoom hand so that I know who are those who've just finished and are still writing. So I'm again repeating, be sure that you write the second version of number 4. Do not write both of them, and try to avoid the first version. Just write the second version alone. Yes, Felix has something to say. No more, okay. So Felix, did you finish writing the 5 things?
I wrote more than 5 things by accident.
Okay. So did you already finish the 5 things?
Yes.
Yes, then please raise your hand, your Zoom hand. Then I understand. So you have finished writing your 5 things. If anyone else has finished their 5 things, please also raise your hand. We're all waiting.
Never mind. I can't. Wait, what? How did you X this out? Oh yeah, there we go.
So Felix, because you have finished, then can you please raise your hand, raise your Zoom hand, and keep it up?
Okay.
Nice, thank you. So Crixus, I think for the next time, if you can get some better connection, or maybe try some different device, that will help. It seems that this time your connection is very bad, so we cannot see you, fluently. We see you staccato, which means you're frozen one time, and then you move one time, and then you're frozen again, and then you move again. That's what we can see. I think Andre is challenged by his brother. Andre, your brother needs to write down the notes and not to disturb you. Does your younger brother have his notebook, and did he finish writing the 5 things?
My brother's not done writing the things.
But how much has he written so far?
1.
Okay, so is he working on it?
Yes.
Okay, so whenever he disturbs you, you need to remind him, hey, come on, let's get it written. So I hope you will finish.
I'm doing.
Yes, so please write.
I'm at number 5.
Okay, but you have not finished yet, so please have it done as soon as possible. I see, your brother doesn't want to write? Okay, so send your brother away. Your brother either writes it, or he doesn't disturb you. If he doesn't write it, then he should not disturb you. Now, because he didn't write it and he also disturbed you, then he needs to learn that this is not right. And then you need to explain to your brother. You need to write down the notes. It's a lot about writing. Okay, I think we are gradually growing, and those who have finished. And that's basically everything what we are doing today. We already now are a little over time. Out of those who have raised their hands, think about your question. Do not ask me any question yet, but think about your question. If you have a question, think, how will you ask the question? Not yet. Michelle, how much have you written already?
I finished.
You finished, so please raise your Zoom hand like others have done it. Thank you. Mo, how much have you written?
4 things.
You have written 4 things. Okay, so please continue with number 5. Felix, how much have you? Felix, please keep your Zoom hand on. Then Za, how much have you written so far?
I'm on number 5.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Tanza has finished. Max, how much have you written so far?
I'm on my fourth one.
Okay.
But I'm about to
And what about Hane? Hane, how much have you written so far?
I'm on my fourth one.
Okay. And Mo? Mo, can you please unmute yourself and tell us how much have you written?
I'm done.
You're done. So please raise your Zoom hand. Do you know how to do that? Okay. So we'll be waiting some more time. Andre, now because you're both in the class, can you please write in your video both of the names if they're only your name?
Excuse me?
Can you write both of the names in your video name? Do you know how to do that?
Yes, sir.
Nice, thank you. So I'm happy that Edward is working on the writing, so hopefully he can do it. So Edward, how much did you write already?
He's at number 3.
Okay, that's good. So Edward, continue in writing so that you can do it and you do not have to keep it as a homework. All right. So those who have risen their hands, if you have a question, please ask your question.
I have a question.
Yes, please.
Why did the Buddha give up into becoming a recluse?
We will find out. But he did because he thought that as a recluse, he can find the answer. He can find the solution to old age, illness, and death. So first he saw that there is a problem, old age, illness, and death. Then he was wondering if there is a solution. Then he met with a monk and he found out that, and he realized that as a monk, maybe he can find the solution. What's the solution? How to get free from old age, illness, and death. So just saying that something bad is not enough. When you say that something bad, you will need to find a solution to avoid it, to resolve it. And that's what the Buddha did. So he found out that there's something bad, and then he decided that he will search the way to get rid of that.
I have another question, but it's not related to our class.
Okay, let's try that.
Can I please charge it? Please charge my device.
How do I?
No, you have to raise your hand.
No, he said, see everyone.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Also, really?
Okay.
Really? You did?
Max,
What?
have you finished?
Yeah, I finished.
Okay, nice. Very good. All right, so that's basically everything for today. So does anyone have any more question related to the first 5 wholesome courses of action?
Do you have a question?
Okay. Nice. So that's all for today. Next week we will look at the remaining 5 courses of action. It was a pleasure to see you. Hopefully Crixus next time can get a better internet connection, and Edward can come on time, ready with his camera. And what else? I hope every one of you have already decided the special place where you will keep your notebook for our classes, so that next time you will just take your notebook and we can start our writing. So it was a pleasure to see you all. May you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you be successful in everything you do.
Goodbye, veteran.
Goodbye, sir. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.